Well, if someone steals a package from your front porch, make sure you don't post any video from your doorbell camera, because it might be an invasion of privacy for the thieves. Let's bring in criminal defense attorney and federal litigator Vikas Bajaj. And Vic, they want you to give them give us the video, and we'll go after the criminal. No, you won't. You're not going to go after anybody else. You are looking out for the criminal, and you're not looking out for the victim. We've seen this how many times?
Well, let's not forget, these are neighborhood watch apps and communication devices and platforms to say, hey, the police aren't doing anything, neighbor. Let's put out the APB ourselves. If you see this minivan or car driving around, let's let them know. But I want to know which officer in Canada gave us that quote. I mean, that's almost like a law school exam where you know all the right theories and terms, but you don't know how they go together. For instance, the presumption of innocence has absolutely nothing to do with the invasion of privacy. And as a matter of fact, in Canada, you have a defense to an allegation of invasion of privacy. You know what one of those defenses is, Trace? It's exactly defending your own property. So police officers getting things a little messed up and misguiding the community, keep those recordings going is what I would say.
My second favorite story, the Washington Post, quoting here, the D.C. Council is set to decide whether a man who spent 27 years behind bars for murder should serve on a city commission that drafts and modifies criminal sentencing guidelines, a nomination that is likely to spark heated debate. It's not just that. They have learned that this is a killer who is an advocate for decarceration. Maybe not the best person to decide if you should be in or out of prison.
Or maybe it is the best person, Trace. I mean, who are you asking? There may be a little too much common sense on this table here, but if you're asking people who are pandering for votes on the soup du jour on low criminal punishments and keeping people at liberty, maybe that's the right tune to sing. At the end of the day, the communities will not let this happen, and that voice will eventually be stifled if that voice is to liberate those who have been convicted and sentenced on serious crimes. But the most important thing is, just because he's a criminal or a convict does not mean he doesn't have a good voice. In this case, his platform being Release Dangerous Criminals should stifle his voice.
Okay, finally, Matthew Perry's death investigation is now officially closed, but Us Magazine writes the following. While Perry had been on ketamine infusion therapy to treat depression, the medical examiner concluded the drugs in his system equivalent to the amount used during general anesthesia couldn't have been from his last known therapy session a week and a half before he died, suggesting that he may have been using the drug recreationally, meaning maybe we should know who gave him. Maybe it was his own doing. Maybe we should know who gave him that last lethal dose.
Yes, that's right. And one of the fortunate consequences in an unfortunate and disheveled world of heroin and opiate addiction and fentanyl deaths is the extraordinary amount of resources geared towards charging the dealers with the serious felonies and the murders and manslaughters. So you can bet your bottom dollar the LAPD and perhaps other agencies did a full analysis to make sure that dealer or that source was either legitimate or someone who could have not known about this potential reaction.
Okay. Vic, good explanations. Good to see you.
Thank you, Trace.